Welcome to the Badass Babe Manifest podcast. The vibe here is how to manifest in a simple and fun way, implementing my abundance DNA method without the bullshit, overcomplicated hacks or fluff. I'm your host, Kelly Pender, your spiritual manifestation coach, and together we're going to uncover your unique abundance frequency, step into who the fuck you are unapologetically, and remove the limitation caps as well as playing it small to open yourself the F up to the unlimited abundance, success, and money to easily flow into your life and or business. Let's manifest that shit. Hello, my love. Welcome back to another episode of the Badass Babe Manifest podcast. I just want to do a quick celebration of my clients going on behind the scenes. They are allowing themselves to implement the tools, the work, the science-backed techniques that take anywhere from 30 seconds to less than 20 minutes. And they are pattern interrupting. They are realizing and uncovering where they've been placing rules, which has been limiting them from moving forward, from receiving, and they are removing those limitation caps, breaking rules and rewriting the story to set themselves free and creating their life, their business on fucking purpose. And seeing them disrupting these patterns is just like, it is so beautiful, because when we implement this science-backed technique that I guide them through, neural energetic encoding, to take them back to a time when they made the decision in their life that has been perpetuating out until today and creating the same external circumstance over and over again, when they allow themselves to uncover that, they see that they were the one who made the decision, meaning that they are back in control, meaning that they can create a new decision for themselves. This is how they've been able to remove money blocks and remove that story, that narrative of I'm not enough, it's not working, I'm behind, I'm always meant to struggle, completely eliminating that into it is all fucking possible. It is all working out for me. It is here. It is already mine. And as they are shifting their identity and as they are showing up as this person, confidently convicted in their mission, their message, their body of work, they are allowing their external reality to shift and massively, massively up level. And there has just been so much going on behind the scenes in my mastermind membership and with my one-on-one clients. And I'm just celebrating all of my babes. So this is a shout out to all of you. You know who you are, sending you so much love. And I'm so proud of you. Okay, let's dive into the juice of this episode. I am sharing with you the number one tool that you can use anytime, anywhere, on the freaking go, 24/7, if you damn please, to become a money manifesting machine. And you probably already know, but in case you do not, I'm just jumping right in, my girl. And that is EFT tapping, emotional freedom technique. Okay. And so I'm sure you've seen me doing this on Instagram and my reels. I'm sure you've heard me talking about this. This is one of these tools where you could look at it and be like, how is that going to transform my life? How is tapping on my body going to transform my life? And I definitely had that same thought before I became certified as an EFT tapping practitioner. And now reflecting back on all the things that I have personally manifested in my life, in my business, my clients have manifested in their lives, in their business using EFT tapping, I'm like, this tool needs to be known world effing wide. All right, so I want to give you a little rundown of what EFT is and what it can do for you in the most simplistic terms, letting it be easy. So EFT, emotional freedom technique, all right? And so I'm sure that you've heard me say that a lot of us are actually self-protecting ourselves from having what it is that we most desire in our lives, in our businesses. This could be more abundance, more money, more love, more joy, more whatever the fuck, whatever it is that you are manifesting. So many of us are actually self-protecting ourselves from having the thing. And so what I mean by that is that in the past, you may have been manifesting, goal setting, calling something in. And so you put it out there, you did all the things, you did all the affirmations, the journaling, the whatever the fuck. And then It did not happen the way you wanted it to. It did not come your way yet, or you did not receive the outcome, the results that you wanted. And because of that, in that moment, you may have felt disappointed, frustrated, let down, not enough, low, unworthy, and just all of the effing feelings, which of course are valid. And so because we did not process those feelings and emotions, because we're like, all right, well, this fucking sucks to feel disappointed. This sucks that this did not work out, that it's not here yet, that I quote unquote failed. Whatever happened, we then decided it's okay. I'm fine. I felt it for a second. I'm going to move forward and keep going. But because those emotions were not processed means that they were not resolved, meaning that they're stored in our bodies, our nervous system, our energetic frequency, all right? And so as you are moving forward, setting new goals, creating new manifestations for yourself, what you're doing is self-protecting because, here's an example. You may have in the past had a launch and you put in so much time, so much effort, created this like amazing program and spent, I don't know, 1 to 6 months putting it together, and you put it out there and you expected and desired like 10 to 50 people, and maybe one person came in, 3 people came in, or 0 people came in. And that's when you felt all of those feelings and emotions. But you were like, okay, this sucks, but hold on, it's fine. Let me do another program. Let me do another offering. Let me do another launch. But because, like I said, those feelings and emotions haven't been processed and resolved, when you then go to put out another offer or go to have another launch, you're like, oh God, I really don't want to feel disappointed, frustrated, let down again. And because you don't want to feel those feelings and emotions again, you're actually self-protecting from feeling them, from feeling any more harm, hurt, damage, shame, disappointment, letdown. So subconsciously, you're not going all in. Energetically, you're not going all in. Emotionally, you're not going all in because you don't want to feel those feelings again. And because of that, your body and your brain has formed a stimulus and response. This connection is, the stimulus is, I go out to put a launch. The response is, it doesn't work out. And I feel disappointed, frustrated again, right? We don't want to feel those feelings. We don't want to feel that way. So we're not allowing ourselves to go all in. And your subconscious is taking the path of least resistance. Your subconscious is like, oh, stimulus and response, putting out a new offer, putting out a new program, launching equals letdown, launching equals disappointment. Your subconscious doesn't want you to feel that disappointment. So your subconscious isn't allowing your desire in, okay? Your energy is already operating out of disappointment. And when we're disappointed, when we're unsatisfied, we're in a state of contraction, right? We're in a state of resistance. And I teach this quite often. And in case you're new to this, or this may land a little bit differently today, your energetic frequency is either in a state of resistance or a state of allowing, right? And by allowing, I mean open and receptive to receiving. And so if we're in resistance, we're in contraction because of these old, unprocessed, unresolved emotions, then how can we shift to a state of receiving, to come into that feeling, that frequency of openness and receptivity, where we turn the flow of abundance on, where we become a magnet to our manifestations, where money is an inevitable byproduct to our energetic frequency, to our way of being, where your subconscious accepts your desires rather than rejects them. How can we get out of that? EFT motherfucking tapping, emotional freedom technique. We get to free your body, your energy, your nervous system from old, unresolved, unprocessed emotions. This is how you clear up space. And I know you're here, you're probably spiritual or leaning towards a spiritual side. I know that you've heard that phrase, release the old to make space for the new, right? So that same concept applies here. I'm just giving you more of the energetic subconscious science behind it, right? So we get to free yourself of old emotions so that you can receive, so that your subconscious accepts your desires and your energetic frequency, your energetic state shifts, right? And so, without going too deep into it, because I guide you through all of this inside my EFT tapping certification, which will be coming very soon, so keep your eye out. However, what you're doing when you're tapping is you're tapping on energetic meridian lines in your body, right? And since we are energetic beings, sometimes we have a clog in the wheel, in the flow, the wheel of abundance. And so when you tap on these energetic meridian lines and you are speaking to your feelings, you're speaking to your emotions, you're allowing yourself to have the space to feel them. When you feel them is when they can begin to flow. When they begin to flow is when you begin to heal. When you begin to heal is when you shift into openness, receptivity, and that's when you shift from resistance into allowing, okay? And so on my 60-second or so reels on Instagram, I usually show you the positive that we're tapping in. In a full EFT tapping session, we start with acknowledging our feelings. We start with acknowledging a specific experience, what you've gone through, how you felt, right? We let it be seen, heard, and witnessed. And then we pull in acceptance, we pull in forgiveness, and we pull in self-love. Once you have tapped on that and felt your feelings and emotions, then we shift into tapping into the positive. Then we shift into tapping in, telling your subconscious and energetic frequency new commands. These commands, you'll be able to accept them because you cleared out the old. And once you learn the tapping points, once you learn how to tap from start to finish, you can literally tap while you're driving, in the shower. You can tap when you're actually, one of my soon-to-be clients, she just voice memoed me when she was driving and she was like, Kelly, oh my God, after our abundance manifestation audit, I was talking to you about my anxious feelings with money and my anger and how I've been reacting and responding, and I'm just in it and I feel like I can't get out of it. And I'm like, girl, I hear you. So on the call, I taught her and I walked her through where to tap on her body when she's feeling these emotions, when she's been reacting, responding to money, to life, to her relationships, right? And so she was telling me, she's like, I'm driving somewhere for a weekend getaway and something happened. And she was like, I was so fucking angry. I felt myself go into that dysregulated state. I felt those known and familiar anxious feelings. And she's like, and normally I just go with them and I go down the rabbit hole with them and they just get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And she's like, but I remember what you said on our call. And so I started tapping on that point and telling myself it's okay to feel these feelings. It's okay to be angry. She's like, I felt them. And then I told myself what you told me to tell myself. And she's like, I went from an 8 down to a 3. And she was like, I've never felt that shift before. I've never felt this being able to feel and then control my emotions, going from a completely dysregulated state down to a regulated state. She's like, and I felt good. And I could hear in her voice that it's this was a new sensation, a new feeling to feel good, even when your external reality, your external circumstances could tell you, no, girl, this ain't good, so don't feel good, right? Which is what we are pattern interrupting and breaking free from. So, my love, EFT tapping is something that is so fucking powerful to get you out of that reaction to your external circumstances. How else can we break free if we're continuously reacting and responding to our external circumstances? How can we pattern interrupt? How can we get out of a dysregulated state into a calm, regulated state where your nervous system feels safe receiving, where your energetic frequency shifts from resistance into a state of allowing? EFT tapping. It's so fucking easy. It's so fun and it's so potent. And because I can't properly teach you how to tap from start to finish on Instagram in a 60 freaking second reel, I am so excited to invite you into this is the challenge of the effing summer That is my 5-day EFT tapping challenge to become a money manifesting machine. We're going to regulate your wealth encoding, and you're going to learn how to implement one of the most powerful tools to massively up-level your relationship with money and life itself to increase your income and personal power. It's going to be so fucking good, so juicy, so potent. I'm going to pop that link in the show notes so you can join us before we kick off the challenge on July 17th, or you can DM me on Instagram, the word tap, and I'll send you the info. And so get in before price increases. Right now, it's only $5.55. And by adding a small fee on here, I'm teaching you how to flow money. Okay. And that is subtly in your subconscious shifting your relationship with money, which is awesome. And just to give you a quick rundown on what we're doing during our 5 days together, day 1, we're tapping on it is already mine. Day 2, we're tapping for your unfuckwithable self-worth. Day 3, we're tapping to sell with confidence and conviction. Day 4, we're tapping for money to respond to you. And day 5, we're tapping to manifest $1,000 or more. This is going to be such a fun and super special challenge. I am so excited to teach you how to tap, to become a money manifesting machine, and to just feel effing good, where business gets to work for you. Oh, it's going to be amazing. All right, my love. Again, you can head to the link in the show notes to join us inside this EFT tapping 5-day challenge, or DM me on Instagram, the word tap. I'll send you the info. And until next time, go manifest that shit. That was so much freaking fun. If you love this episode as much as I did, please take a screenshot and tag me on Instagram at @the_badassbabe so I can share and celebrate you. And I have a special gratitude gift for you. If you're feeling called, please give us a 5-star rating and write your review on Apple Podcasts. Take a screenshot, submit it. Let me know and I'll send you instant access to my Fuck Yes Money hypnosis as a thank you, and I'll see you in the next episode.